Yeah, a bit of a delay due to my tooth exploding.
Yeah, we're going to have a dental update.
Yeah, dental update. Yeah, it's not like I've mentioned it in every article I've written over the past 2 weeks. I think even Stiff's mentioned it in a few, actually.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's the talk of Liverpool. My shit tooth.
Bickering Press and his dental problems.
I know, we should just turn into like a medical journal.
Yeah.
Just to, tackle a upcoming crowd. But no, to be honest, it's been awful. It has been the worst pain I have ever felt. Like, for real.
A root canal.
Oh,
I can't even imagine.
Oh no, it wasn't even like, I haven't had the root canal done. It's just like, I don't know, it was an abscess, and then it was like a tooth, like, the infection spread to my tooth, and then it just swelled up. Like, I showed you the picture, didn't I? When I was like sat in the doctor's office, and it was like,
you should use that as the photo.
the thumbnail. No, it was like sucking on a golf ball. It was awful.
That's a lovely image.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was really, really bad, really shocking. But no, we're getting better. I got a dentist on Friday.
So this is the Bickering Podcast episode 4 dental update.
Yeah, dental update. Yeah, it seems that way. As I said, dentist on Friday. So
nice.
That's looking forward to it.
Get it out.
Get it out. Get
Join
the
normal
fuck out.
again.
Yeah. But yeah, no, actually, this episode is surprisingly what I want to call the bedroom edition. Valentine's Day was last week. I'd like to think mine and your friendship has maybe gone to the next level, and we're actually recording this now in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. So get ready for one of the hottest half-hour to an hour segments. Yeah, steamy podcast you'll ever be a part of. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know if that's...
Well, I've been in this bedroom before, so it's not altogether surprising or...
Anyway, getting back on topic after our slight detour right there. We were talking earlier, weren't we? Mm-hmm. About you asked me quite a good question over a burger. A question that anyone would be happy to get.
I believe you had the Los Pollos.
I did.
Which is the chickens in Spanish.
Yeah,
it's an excellent name.
The chickens.
And I had the big cow.
Nice. At the shipping forecast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a bit of a shout out there to a local business.
Beef burger with brisket, and I assume yours was just fried chicken.
Yeah, I would like...
It's actually really good.
Avocado.
For a bar, they have really good food. And the chips, I didn't offer you any. Because they were really good.
Cheers.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
I think the question I was asking you earlier, which we kind of gotten into a little detail with, I think I was looking for maybe a little bit different answer. Maybe I was trying to compare it to what I understand our system is like, where there's like very strict divisions between liberal and conservative. There's no real moderate medium other than maybe like an independent candidate or something, like a libertarian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The question, by the way, was what's the state of British politics?
Yeah, and I guess I should have worded it, but a little differently. But like what's like, put it into terms, and maybe this will be redundant for your own listeners, but maybe just for my sake and anybody else. It's like, what's the dealio, yo?
Well, yeah. I mean, as I was saying, I mean, Britain's pretty much been a two-party system since, Yeah, it's pretty much been a two-party system for the last, 60, 70 years. It's been Labour or it's been Conservative or...
Yeah, it's weird because...
there's been no deviation from there. But then at the same time, compared to American politics, I think our right wing in the Conservatives and our left wing in Labour are a lot closer to the centre.
Yeah,
and
I think both parties are more left-leaning than both of ours are. So, like, if you're going to put them on a spectrum, British politics is actually a little bit more farther left. And American politics, even the left, is a little bit farther right.
Oh, yeah, of course,
what I mean?
That's why Bernie Sanders was like seen as so extreme.
Yeah,
like, it was kind of like, shit, this is
when he's really
Cold War
more
coming
like
through.
He's more like a European social democrat in a way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems because a lot of the times when people want to look for examples in American politics that they can like maybe try to push things towards, or at least like get a dialogue going about, they're always like, well, maybe we should think about it more like the British do, in which you have like coalitions and stuff. And you guys really don't have coalitions that often, correct?
Well, actually, we in the last government we had a coalition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Conservatives and Lib Dems.
So, like a coalition, at least the way I understand it, is the positions of power, like what we would call the cabinet and stuff, are more divided. It's not like one administration comes in and it's all Republican.
Well, no, we had what they call a hung parliament, which meant that because we have our first past the post system, which means you have to earn a certain amount of seats to get a majority. And no party got that majority by themselves.
Oh, wow.
So the Conservatives teamed up with the Lib Dems, who Lib Dems are supposed to be left-wing.
Right.
And Conservatives right-wing. And then the Lib Dems pretty much shot themselves in the... like, just fucking committed suicide as a party, because, like, dude, like... So the Lib Dems, at this election, when I was about 18... It was the first time I'd voted, and me and all my friends were just about to go to university, and one of the big Lib Dem pushes was they were going to abolish student fees. So, me and my friends really voted for them,
Right.
And they got like a sharp uprising in sort of, young people, and sort of like at the age of voting at like 18 to...
Naturally.
Yeah.
What they promised.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but then when they got into bed with the Conservative Party, they ended up trebling student fees.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had student riots and stuff, and people were like marching in London and everything like that. And
the London riots?
No, London riots was something else.
Different.
Yeah, that was more sort of like racial tension and stuff like that that just erupted over. Like, I think
boiled over.
Yeah, I think London riots was some guy got killed by the police or something.
Oh, okay.
And
we have a few of those.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty much every other riot in America is doing that, and it like, yeah, but like, it's they've really, I mean, you only have to look at the last election that we had, and then just to see that they've like fully died out now. Like, Lib Dems got nothing. I think they got like 2%.
Wow.
And
so they actually lost a lot of face.
Oh, so much. Like, as I said, the party seems to have gone into chaos now. Because they betrayed a whole new generation of voters. They completely betrayed.
So now the liberal mantle is taken up by the New Labour, right?
Yeah.
Or Labour.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Jeremy Corbyn's Labour at the moment, and he now seems to be the next one to have was it galvanized? Sort of galvanized the youth and everything like that. Yeah. I mean, you only have to look at like Glastonbury. He didn't he make a speech at Glastonbury? I think.
You're talking to the wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I remember around the election, like you couldn't go into any bar without somebody starting the fucking Jeremy Corbyn chant to the to the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army.
Dude.
Oh, dude! It was even my birthday around that time. And I remember we were all doing it. Like we were all jumping up on the chairs, oh, Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah, and it was a it was a social phenomena.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was it was quite.
It's nice to see
quite
people
a weird time.
Get positively riled up about politics every once in a while.
Yeah, but then obviously we were just so fucking absolutely just heartbroken when the results came through. And then again there was a hung parliament, so Conservatives didn't have enough seats to get a full majority. So that's why they got into bed with the DUP. That like crazy sort of Irish ultra Christian
No.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what
I'm
right.
Okay, yeah.
So I know about UKIP just because it was sort of analogous to a lot of the
No. So these guys, the DUP, oh my god, they they're like conservatives 150 years ago.
Oh, it's like the Tea Party.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So it's sort of like
what the Tea Party turned into.
So it's sort of like women's rights just don't exist in a lot of their manifestos. You know, they're like everything's like anti-abortion, like like all of it's just crazy. They're like super right wing, and yeah. So the conservatives just that was it. Conservatives pretty much like bribed them. They're like there was an exchange of money which to buy votes would be like illegal.
No, that never happens in government.
Yeah, I know, right? But then, like, so they paid them 1.5 billion.
What?
Yeah, I know, which is insane because like
I should be part of that party, dude.
Well, it's just
pretend to hate.
Well, yeah, I know, like, but it's like
that's a lot of.
So
money.
The Conservatives were having to go at Jeremy Corbyn's thing, saying like one of the big phrases was "There's no magic money tree," yet somehow they got 1.5 billion to pay this party. Like, which it's just so much of it is just lies and bollocks, and it's just
maybe it was like something to do with we'll slowly dismantle the NHS, and then that freed up money we'll give to you guys.
Yeah, I know that seems to be the state of it.
That's sort of all I know.
Man, that's my fucking nightmare. If the NHS goes,
I do think of. I mean, of course, we're mentioning Matt again, but he always tells me like, if the NHS goes, I mean, he has like a lot of problems if that goes away.
Yeah, I know. It's like so I just saw a Facebook update from one of my friends over in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that her mum was out in Dubai and they had to go to hospital. Something happened to her mum. Like she didn't say details.
Right.
But like so she was saying she had to pay like 70% of the estimated cost up front, or she would have been turned away. And I was like, God, if that happens in England, like, what the fuck? I mean, even
that happens in most countries, like.
I know, but like, even me with my fucking tooth at the moment, like, that could.
Well, I mean, yeah, dude. Like, even in America, like, people make a lot of, have a lot of negative sentiments about the American healthcare system, but like, you still get treatment first.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll still like admit you, especially if it's like a really huge emergency. Like, they won't turn you away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we forget that there are some places that is not like a reality.
Yeah. But I guess America. Yeah. So you get treatment, and then you just you're footed with the bill, aren't you?
Yeah, and obviously, if it's a big enough health problem, that's what you're gonna want. But, yeah, I mean, I've God, that was terrible.
Yeah, video games are not going to plan at the moment.
No, but I guess. I mean, it definitely makes me think twice about going to the doctor and stuff, just because. I've had health insurance because of my job for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to deal with that. But in the past, I've definitely like, I've had to like consult my parents. Like, do I go in for this because
Yeah.
either I'm gonna have to wait to go and save up money, or you guys are gonna have to pay for it, and it's like.
Well, I guess that's one of the biggest criticisms of the NHS is that people go too quickly.
Yeah.
So
they become kind of.
Someone who's just got a really, really bad cold or flu
will go
in thinking that they're dying, when it's like, no, you just got a blocked nose, like, or someone who could get a taxi to go to the hospital instead calls an ambulance.
Oh God.
And it's like, if you're playing football and you've broken your leg, you don't need an ambulance.
Oh yeah,
just
sure.
hop in a taxi.
Yeah.
Like, ambulances should be there if like someone's dying, because it's supposed to be like a portable hospital. Like, every time an ambulance is called out, it's like £1,000+ like, just once you've taken pain all the stuff and blah blah blah. Oh, I think I read that somewhere. But yeah, and it's just so that's where the Conservatives would say like it's hemorrhaging money. But then surely it just means that you should put more effort into educating people on when and how to actually use the doctors.
But that costs money too.
Well, no, I mean just like in schools, like have it as part of a curriculum.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah. What I mean is,
or just
that costs money.
Where are the parents? Where are the parents in this situation? But yeah, but then you get the opposite, where you put off going to the doctor or the dentist for ages, and and then that shit gets painful.
Ends up costing more money.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. This was just pure, unadulterated male stubbornness. Being like,
You think? I thought the doctor told you not to go.
No. That was recently.
That was later.
Yeah,
okay.
That was once it already got bad. Because he was like, it's too swollen to do anything.
Good
I was like,
Lord.
oh Jesus. That was pretty much the doctor saying it's too fucked to do anything. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should have gone sooner.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was just, it was pure just me going, it happened and it got better, and then I was like, yeah, that was fine, I can get through that, and then then it came back like a million times worse. It was like a worse sequel to any film. They are never good. And this Too Fake for
Now
Reckoning.
You See Me Too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It was a good movie, the first one.
Oh god. I think the worst sequel I've ever seen, and this is saying something because the first film was so shit, Jeepers Creepers.
First film wasn't that bad.
Oh, dude, it was.
I mean, it's bad acting, but that's a horror movie. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but like, it was a horror movie trying to take itself seriously. It wasn't like a sort of B horror,
I didn't think it was taking itself that seriously.
Oh, I think it was trying to. I think like the amount of lore that was put into it and stuff, and like the backstory to it. It wasn't like something sort of 80s and corny like Jason or Nightmare on.
I guess the only reason I didn't really find that movie scary is because the entire thing's like during the day.
Oh, it's so goofy.
Like it's like that's not very like his car is like broken down, but it can also drive like 140 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So is he supernatural or is he just, spoiler alert, like a huge fucking alien bug?
Yeah.
So weird.
Dude, I'm gonna throw something out there right now, and it's gonna sound really like.
Why did you have to like preface that?
Well, no. It's like this could just make me sound very, very like hipster and annoying.
Which you are.
Yeah. but I don't think I've watched a Western horror movie that has scared me in fucking ages.
Western horror movie.
Like, that's actually creeped me out. Like,
you mean like Western culture horror movie?
Well, no, just like...
or like Western setting.
Well, yeah, like...
What do you mean?
Because like Korean and Japanese
horror movies... So you mean like Western film?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying like Western...
No, like Western-made films. Like, because, like, don't get me wrong, they do jump scares. But I think jump scares, that's not proper horror. Because if someone came around the corner and offered you a cupcake really abruptly, you would still jump and you'd still be like, oh, fuck.
I mean, I scare Tanika like that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And vice versa.
Well, I know, it's like the classic thing, isn't it? You go up behind your mate who's listening to music and you're like, whoa, and they're like, oh my god.
Oh,
that was so scary. Horrifying. Yeah, exactly. But like...
Yeah.
But like Korean horror movies, there's one called Shutter, which, oh my god, that actually left me feeling like creeped out, like... It left me feeling just uncomfortable for...
Have you ever seen The Orphanage?
No.
No. I remember that movie scared the shit out of me in high school, which is when we like watched it for the first time with my friends and I. That's a really good one if anybody wants to watch that.
It's not sponsored content, right?
The Conjuring was pretty creepy the first time you see it, and then it's definitely not as good.
Did you watch The Grudge?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the American version compared to the Korean version?
Yes, but I also saw those when I was like 13, so it's not. I don't know if my,
give him a watch again, like a
Japanese.
It's a Japanese.
Did you like The Ring?
I
like those movies.
A little bit. I don't know. I think I'm getting to a stage now where I find video games so much scarier than films, because like a video game, you're actually like paying attention to the movements and stuff, and you're actually sort of like investing yourself in the character a little bit more. That's how I feel personally. And so like when something happens in a video game, I start to get like really fucking freaked, because like it's kind of like, I mean, I know it's scripted and whatever, but it sort of feels like my decisions are leading to this.
Oh yeah. Well, you are literally interacting.
Yeah. So it's like kind of like, God damn it, Adam, you got yourself in this mess again. But no, I mean, as I said, if you get a chance, go back, watch the Korean. Is it Korean, Japanese?
I think it's Japanese.
Japanese, yeah. Watch both versions of A Grudge. Well, don't watch them all, because that'll just be really boring, because you know what's gonna happen. But just compare a few scenes. It's just, I don't know. There's something about the American thing where it's like, I think everyone's kind of like too polished to be in a horror film, if that makes sense. You know.
Who was it? Was it Michelle Gellar?
Yeah.
That's not a good choice.
I know.
Oh gosh.
What was she, Buffy?
She's just not a very good actress.
Yeah, she's interacted with monsters before. Let's put her into this. Like, that's typecasting. Typecasting gone terrible. You know. But yeah, I God, how do we get into horror movies from from politics?
I have no idea. Honestly, the last scene that seriously traumatized me, like as a scary movie scene, was from the Zodiac.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where the murderer, or one of them, whatever story you believe, but
should we say spoiler alert?
No, because it doesn't really reveal it. Well, I guess it is a murder.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, because so there's this scene where this couple is out like enjoying like a nice picnic out on a lake, and he walks up to them like slowly, and they're obviously kind of scared.
Yeah.
And then he like tells them to whatever, like lie down and stuff, and the boyfriend's like, no, you don't need to worry, like this guy, he's just trying to scare us.
Yeah.
There's probably not any bullets in the gun. And he shows them the bullets.
And
then puts it back in, and then he ties them up and stabs both of them right after one another while they're looking at each other in the eyes. And that because it's so realistic, like it is just, God, dude, that one like really messed me up for a couple of days.
Oh, speaking of Zodiac, during the election, the whole Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer.
Because dude, he made some
loved that shit.
Super weird comments.
Yeah, like it was just because the fact people were like, he's not coming out to deny it. Yeah. So they were like, so it must be, but then it was like, if you actually look at his lifespan compared to a Zodiac, it doesn't
make sense.
Doesn't line up in the slightest.
There were weird things he said. He was on like Jimmy Kimmel, and he said they asked him like, "What's your favorite type of cereal?" And he was like, "Serial killer." You're like, "What? Are you trying to win a presidential election?"
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that was some weird Freudian connection going on there. Like,
he's trying to be fun. Like, just because Jimmy Kimmel's a comedian, you can say something you think might be funny. Oh, so strange.
I think Obama was the only politician who actually pulled off being funny without...
I mean, he was somewhat funny, but it was very forced a lot of the time.
Like,
but he's black. We can make black jokes,
Yeah,
God, dude.
I guess, but it was a lot
like the dropping the mic thing is so lame.
Yeah,
God.
but yeah,
he's a lawyer. Like, come on.
Yeah,
what
true,
are you doing?
But
I guess it's like first black president, right? Like, it's awesome,
but
because it is. And
I don't think it was any. I don't think it was too much to do with his ethnicity, but like,
are you serious,
dude? I don't think it was. I don't think it was like, he's black, let's have a laugh. I just think he was probably. I don't know. He just seemed a bit more sort of. Just naturally funnier than most politicians.
Well, I'd say naturally funnier than most, yes.
Yeah.
But, like, is he that funny a guy? No. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean...
I think Bill Clinton's probably Bill Clinton and George Bush are both funnier than that guy is, really. I mean...
Do you reckon?
Trump is funnier than Obama.
Trump...
Come on, like, the things he says, like, his actions, they're just... He's naturally a comedian. He's a businessman. That's, like, the whole thing. Yeah, dude.
No, I don't think Trump...
Come on, think of all the memes that are about Donald Trump. There's a reason why people think he's so funny. It's just because...
But is he funny, or is he just arrogant and self-righteous?
But that doesn't mean you're not funny. Like...
No, but I don't think Trump's witty. I don't think he makes like intelligent jokes. Like,
I mean, I guess you're saying, does he do it on purpose? Are the jokes like? That's the thing, is like, Obama's not really funny. It's not like he's writing his own jokes.
No.
He has, like, speech writers that went to Harvard to do that stuff and probably spent a full day not sleeping writing these things.
You saying you prefer to spend a day with Trump than Obama?
Well, that's different because, I don't know, I think I have more questions for Obama.
Okay, say
right, he's the first president I ever voted for.
Say you're pals, you're hanging out at the pub or something.
That's hard. That's a hard one.
Really?
I feel like Trump has like so much more you could do.
Oh, but
you know what I mean? Like,
the
guy is super rich, so you could do almost anything.
Okay, take away rich.
You mean you have to be in the pub?
Yeah, you're.
I probably would talk to Barack Obama.
You're sat in, I know, heebie-jeebies.
Barack Obama for sure.
Exactly.
But if you're gonna spend a day with somebody.
But
probably
no. But I'm just saying, personality-wise, take his money out of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Take every. Forget they were even presidents. Like, just from a personality point of view.
But that's the only way you see them. I don't really know what Barack Obama's like because it's not like you ever actually get to see what he's like as a person. I mean, maybe every once in a while he might break down a little bit and you get to see. But that's what I'm saying. Like the joke, all the jokes they made during the press. Like the what do they call it? The press dinner and stuff, where they have like those.
Well, yeah, but that's a speech. That's like
but
that's like anyone hosting the Oscars or something like that.
But like anytime you see him interact with almost anybody, it's a show. You know, it's not like you're actually getting real Barack Obama, real Donald Trump.
But then you could say the same about comedians, or
no, because right now it's different. Because like sure, but comedians literally are funny. You know, like, that's the reason why they're where they are, is because their personality, even if they're exaggerating it, is the reason why they're so funny. You know, it's just an exaggerated form of that comedic personality. But then now you have, like, podcasts, so you actually do get to, like, hear them speak.
But see, that's the thing, I thought Louis C.K. was a funny guy.
He is.
It turns out he's a fucking creep.
But he still is a funny. Like, people's personalities aren't entirely.
Yeah, but he wrote the show.
What?
He wrote it and tried it out and changed it, and everything he does is written and put on you know, a performance. You know, like.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're getting into a little dangerous area again, but like, let's keep Louis C.K. out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's just like needless complication.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess, like, who would you want to have? It's still Barack Obama, because I think I have more in common.
Dude, I just think if I was in a pub with Donald Trump, and you were like, oh, that girl over there is attractive, he'd be like, no, like, I've got a better girl. And
I don't think he'd be like that.
I think he would.
He's
really like that anyway.
Dude, you actually...
He said he has the best words. Who says that?
Well, he was also in... I'm not defending the guy. I'm just defending like your perception of like
going back to like
I'm attacking your perception of politicians and public figures. It's like, of course he was literally ad-libbing all of that like the entire
exactly, and
campaign.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's witty. If he saying I have the best words, that's funny because that's funny because it's stupid.
He's not, but you also like your theory of comedy is definitely more British than ours. Like he is like a funny dude. Like his actions are funny. He doesn't have to be like, you know, whipping out one-liners and stuff.
But
coming up with quips that are intelligent and observant and yes, I would love to have a flat beer from the heebie-jeebies.
But I think he's funny, but he probably doesn't think he's being funny. He's funny because he's an idiot. That's where all the memes have come from.
I do sort of agree with that for sure.
Yeah,
but like, you asked me.
It wasn't witty. It wasn't intentionally funny. And in his mind, he was probably like, "I'm fucking alpha right now." Like,
probably, yeah.
Like, people think it's funny that he mentioned his penis during a political debate, but due to a small hands thing. And that was
hilarious.
But that was funny. But in his mind, he wasn't going, this will be funny if I defend my penis.
Yeah.
He was doing it because he's like, here's my ego being attacked.
He probably did think it would be a little bit funny.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I'm just kind of going law of even if he is like a complete narcissist and like his entire life has been a public figure, I just like, it's almost like a law of averages thing. There's... I mean, how removed can you be from literal, normal human emotion? Like, you're talking about your penis in front of an entire crowd. There's probably a little part of you. There's probably a little part of you that does think that's funny. You know, like. I
don't know. As I said, I don't think he detached himself enough from the situation to actually observe it and be like, "This is funny." I don't think in his mind he was going, I'm talking about my penis to this many people. I think in his mind he was going, I don't want anyone to think I've got a small penis.
All right, what about the line when he was like, this is okay, just for everybody. I really don't like the guy, so when I'm making up these comments about him, it's mostly just because I don't know. I guess
Devil's advocate.
I'm more attacking Adam's perception of public figures and what they're really like and all that stuff because you don't actually know what they're like.
No, but I think you get a pretty good idea. I'm not saying the way
I really don't think you do. Like, I don't know. If I was like in front of the limelight all the time, I would not be acting the way that I would act around you normally. You know, because like I don't know. At least for me, I would be thinking about like because people are so goddamn stupid.
But
they're gonna like whatever they perceive is wrong about you, they're gonna latch on to that and like they're gonna blow it out of proportion.
But wasn't that Trump's whole thing? Was he's real? He's more real than everyone.
Yeah, well, I mean, exactly. People are dumb.
Yeah, exactly. He was. I don't know.
I've thought about that a lot more than I'm able to recall right now. Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me who I want to have a beer with, it's definitely Barack Obama.
Yeah, there we go.
Like
that's all. That's all.
I mean, mostly just because he's younger, so it's like he probably is going to have some similar interests. I voted for him, so I have quite a few questions. You know, you could actually get into like a pretty heated debate with that guy. You know, questions about efficacy and ethical. I don't know what the hell I just said right there. Questions about ethics and stuff. And
see,
like,
you have the best words.
I think I do. Not many people can beat me there.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't know.
But yeah, okay. If I was going to spend an entire day with one of them, Trump for sure. Or maybe George Bush, actually, because he has a lot of money. He seems like a pretty cool dude. He paints.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. He was a 2-term president. The war in Iraq. There's a lot of questions you could have for a guy like that. And he's got money. And he's got a ranch in Texas. You know, like, you might be able to go hunting with him. That would be kind of cool.
You've mentioned that they have money quite a lot. And I don't have a lot of money. So I'm getting worried that you're going to ditch me as soon as you find out for real. Like...
That you don't have money?
Yeah.
What are you...
the
say, reason I'm saying this is because I don't...
You don't enjoy my company? You're like, oh, he has money, that makes him a good dude. And I'm like, they're going, oh, shit. Like, I'm gonna have to take...
I'm not saying he's a good dude. It would just be, like, more interesting. Like, if you were going to spend an entire day with somebody, they might want to, like, treat you to some kind of hospitality.
Is that him? I gave you a beer.
Yeah, you did. That was nice. But he could have given me, like, a $5,000 beer.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry I don't live up to George Bush.
But then you'd like, what about Jeb Bush? And you're like, yeah, he has a lot of money too, but that guy is like boring as nuts, dude. God.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't.
And then if you're gonna say, who would you spend a week with? None of them, dude.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, to be honest, spending a week with a guy in his like
family
60s and his family.
Yeah, exactly.
I would feel kind of out of place, you know. It's kind of like,
especially if they are really rich.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really feel normal here.
Yeah, I mean, if me, a guy, 25-year-old guy, British guy, lives in Liverpool, was just spending a week with the Bushes, that wouldn't really, you know what I mean?
They'd be like, have you met Tony Blair? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
I know it's a small country.
And then he'd be like, I have. Oh, have you? Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, what'd you guys do together?
Yeah. I just
get a little handy J.
Invaded Iraq, you know. No, God, I don't know. Politics is something that I'm not amazingly into it, like, compared to some people.
I'm just into it because of, like, it's like the implications of having that power over people.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why it's so... I mean, I think that's probably what it is for most people. It's not literally politics. It's, like... It's the fact that these people generally are somewhat gifted, so generally have a decent amount of money, and they're elected or anointed by the public to have power over us and for us, and then so then all kinds of implications. And that's why it's interesting to me is like, how do these people actually use their power? Does it corrupt them? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I found with politics, and I think it's probably more prevalent in American politics, is like this idea that the government is up to some super shady shit, you know? I think like British government, you kind of be like, yeah, they'll probably close the NHS soon if they get away, you know, whatever. But like in America, it's like, yeah, they did 9/11. They fucking have aliens, like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of.
There's probably just the conspiracies within like a superpower.
Yeah,
like anytime the power is that palpable, then naturally the public's gonna like, I don't know, try to undermine it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I just
mentally.
I don't know. Like as I said, in England, I don't think there's loads of conspiracies where it's like. Well, or if there is, I don't think people are as outraged as it, you know, like, the whole, like, Snowden thing, where it was like, yeah, they're keeping tabs on you. I think everyone in England was kind of like, yeah, I think all of us kind of thought they were anyway, you know, and we just all got along with it, you know? Like, I don't know.
Isn't that worse, like, though?
Well, kind of, but if there's some guy sat in a room looking at what I do, then fucking... good luck to the guy, you know.
But that's not the point.
No, but that must be the most boring shit in the world.
But that's still not like, I don't know. Like, I think you're missing the point in that respect. Like, it has nothing to do with like a single person. It's like what the potential of what a single person, you know, could do. It's not like.
What do you mean? Like,
well, like
if somebody's reading my emails and listening to my phone calls and stuff, then. What, like?
Well, it just means
blackmailing.
It means literally right now, no politician is completely safe if they're cheating on their wife because then, somebody within. Then
don't cheat on your wife. Simply. What? Don't be an asshole. Don't cheat on your wife.
That has nothing to do with politics, though. You know, that has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah,
literally nothing. Like
no, but politicians put themselves in the public eye.
Yeah, but who cares what they do in their private life, unless it's nothing too heinous, you know, unless it's something that you would say maybe damages their... I think you can make the argument that...
No, but I think cheating on your wife damages your integrity.
But what if you...
I think because when you've got married, you've said, you've made a promise, you've said, you know, sickness and health and all this crap, but if you cheat on your wife, it shows that you kind of want your cake and you want to eat it too. So that's my view on cheating. I just think it's like, even if you just text someone to break up with them, yeah, it's a bit of a cheap move, but, you know, you're not just trying to shag someone to get away with it, you know? And
okay.
And I think the whole sneakiness of trying to get away with something, yeah, it says a lot about your character.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, you know, and if you put yourself in the public eye, you should be a bit more fucking concerned about your character and about the implications that your actions have. Okay. I think it's very, very immature to think, like... Oh yeah, I can do whatever I want, and no one should be able to, you know, find out or judge me upon it. I think no, fair enough. If you're being given these powers by the public to, you know, make decisions for us and, you know, be our sort of, I don't know, our representative and all that, yeah, fuck it. We've given you that power. The sacrifice you can make is that, you know, if you do something shit, you get. You know, someone throws the book at you. Like, I think that's pretty fair enough. Like,
okay, yeah, I agree that there probably is some kind of detriment in your character when you are cheating like that. But the point is that the government has no business finding that shit out, right? Like, so what I'm saying about...
Oh, right, okay.
That's what I mean. It's like...
So, like, but then what does that have to do with just a member of the public?
What, the NSA? It does, like...
That's what
it's the principle. Like, it's the principle of, like, we give. I mean, you whatever you want to believe, whether it's any actual true.
Look, dude, if I'm breaking the law,
hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Let me speak.
Come on.
It's like, because that's not okay, but it's like if you actually believe that the people are the true inheritors of the power of the government, and then we vest our power into individuals and institutions within the government to uphold the laws, and then they go ahead and use those laws to petty spy on people that are in the other faction within the government, you know, using information they find by listening on people's phones to incriminate them in something, or use the press to get public support away from them, even if they are a good politician. Like, that stuff is that we haven't really seen that many examples of it.
See, you're still thinking about like this being used against other politicians. I'm talking about members of the public.
But it doesn't matter, because the politicians are members of the public also. Like, you know, what if you don't know what's up with somebody's private life? Like, it might be cheating, but him and his wife might have some kind of agreement. Like, they're politicians, they're people in power. Like, you don't.
Okay, again,
I'm not defending these people, but like, you're talking about the principle of something. They're still people too, you know, like. Yeah, just because it's not going to happen to a normal person on the street. You never know what's going to happen to you. Like,
dude, I'm a firm believer that if you're doing something shady, you should be fucking caught up in it, no matter what it is. If someone is listening to your phone, they find out you're involved in some sort of crime. Fair enough, fair fucking enough. Because again, it's this whole idea that, you know, cake and eat it. Like, it's, you do shady shit, you should be called out on it. Like. I really think that, you know, it's the whole idea like karma as well. You do bad shit should happen to you. So like,
yeah, it's not. I mean, I know my example is I'm trying to use it for the current state of what it can be used for. But like, anytime you have something like that, like a state of surveillance, like literally, it's almost like it's its own government entities in there, right? You get there like these factions within the government that all have this tremendous power to surveil on common people if they want to. There's not that many steps within law to turn a state into fascist, like a fascist.
Yeah. Okay, no, I
you know what I mean? And then you have this whole apparatus ready to just control people. That's really what it is. But like, all I'm saying right now is, within the current state of affairs, that's what it's used for. I mean, a lot of people think that's sort of what happened to Petraeus. Yeah. He was cheating on his wife, and then the FBI or whoever was just like, we'll just release this to the press. That's not right. Like, that has nothing to do with...
But then that's shady on the FBI as well.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. It's shady on all these institutions. Like,
yeah. So again, they should be called out on it.
Yeah, and they are, but like...
And that's what I mean, like...
But like, you just said like, if they then they should. It's also shady.
I'm trying to be like an idealist, you know, like I'm trying to say everyone should just stop doing shady shit.
Yeah, well, people in hell want ice water.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no way people are ever going to be ideal. Like,
no,
the idyllic human being. It's always going to be right in the middle. There's always going to be horrible people. Unless some kind of gene splicing bullshit happens where it just turns us into robots that do always good.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I don't think I really want that either. I'd like to take away the serial killing and stuff like that. But, and like the women raping and stuff. But or in like the pedophilia and like these really horrible things, it would be nice to stamp out. But I don't know. I feel like people need... Like, how are you supposed to learn? How are you supposed to grow as a human being if you don't have any?
But if you take out serial killers, then so many TV channels are gonna die because they're not gonna have a documentary.
Oh dear! The death of cable TV.
Yeah, exactly.
No. It's like that's happened already.
Well, you know, there's that new Ted Bundy film coming out.
No way.
With Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's playing Ted Bundy.
Oh, that's gonna be a great movie.
Yeah. As I said, I think it is going to be absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, all the people who grew up with him in High School Musical and all of that, to suddenly, like, see him, like, you know, sleeping dead.
How do the people
like fucking dead bodies and all that shit and, like, killing people? It's like, oh, Jesus.
How do the people feel that... Dude, some of these biopics about these monsters are going a little too far. Because, like, what about the... What about the people that knew all those victims, and then you're going to get, like, one of the most loved... child stars who like tons of teenage girls used to love. You're gonna get him to play Ted Bundy. Like, what kind of an insult is that?
To be honest, I saw some screenshots from filming. Mm-hmm. He does look pretty good as him.
Really?
Like, not saying he looks good as in like attractive. Well, no, I mean Zac Efron is a very good looking man as well. But
bastard.
But no, he does. They've nailed.
They've done a good
They've
job.
nailed the look of it. Yeah, like this.
Do we need this? Do we need a movie about Ted Bundy? I mean, really? Like,
to be honest,
are you interested?
Well, I see. I am.
I guess I was defending Bronson.
Well, so. No. See, I do watch like a lot of documentaries about serial killers because I find like the whole, mindset that people get themselves in to be, very interesting. The fact that these people
fascinating.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that these
morbidly intriguing.
Exactly. Yeah. But like these people are, going around killing people, but they're all doing it for completely different reasons, and some of it's not even like they've like. That I don't know, just the way that they justify it in their own mind and the stages that they got to get there, I think is very, very, as you said, morbidly fascinating.
Well, yeah, it does definitely like shows you the machinations of psychology.
Yeah.
Of like really morbid psychology.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I do think it's a little cheap sometimes when they go, oh, this happened when he was 6, so that caused it. I'm like, no, like one event doesn't suddenly just cause someone to
there are a lot of decisions along the way.
Yeah, it's the whole perfect storm argument, isn't it? Like so many different factors came into it, and predisposition and whatever.
Wasn't he said that it was he found some porn, right?
Oh, but
that was like the first.
But that's bollocks. He's doing that interview. That's his last interview before he gets executed. And it's so clear again because obviously
he's totally a charlatan in that interview.
Yeah, he's being such trying to manipulate the interviewer and trying to get
Well, it probably worked.
Trying to get some fucking pity about it. But I don't know. They're kind of making a movie about him because again he's up there with the most infamous serial killers like him, Manson family. These names are synonymous with serial killers now.
Yeah, and Ted Gein.
Oh,
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein, yeah.
What's the
John Wayne Gacy?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, the killer clown. Yeah, he fucked shit up for a lot of people. Do you remember that killer clown thing was spreading a couple of years back? About 2 years ago, people were dressing up as clowns at night, going out and hanging in the street.
No. Is that a British thing?
No, it's in America as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah. People were dressing up as clowns. Yeah, I saw a couple, a few times, and I was just driving around late at night, just people dressed up as clowns holding, baseball bats and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it became, a criminal offence, to be dressed up as a clown.
Well, yeah, to be menacing like that.
How many people are modern-day clowns, as an actual profession?
I saw one at the One.
Surely it's dying.
I saw one at Liverpool One.
Bollocks, when?
Yeah, dude, Callum was telling me that Natalie had to give the clown, a 20-foot berth. Seriously.
Fuck.
Yeah. There was a clown, entertaining kids with balloons and stuff.
Do kids still like clowns?
I think some kids do. I mean, they're really not that scary. I mean, come on.
No, but what is it about
if the face is... I think he didn't have his face painted. He had a squishy ball on his nose, but his face wasn't painted.
I was going to say, what is it about clowns that people think's really funny? It's
I don't know.
They're just sort of loud and colourful.
I think
they're like every vlogger out there,
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know. Maybe it's just confusing to kids. So just
loud and colorful, yeah.
And so kids
this logical pairings.
Yeah, and so kids are this must be fun.
Yeah. Oh wow, you had a great game.
Oh yeah, no, that was good. Well, that was more focused on the podcast than the game right there, But no, I don't know. It's that Ted Bundy getting a film. See, that's weird how I'm saying that. Ted Bundy's getting a film. Oh shit, he's got the yeah. But I do think it's an interesting story to witness. If you didn't know about it, I think it's a very interesting sort of topic. Do you not think it's?
What's the movie going to be about? Is it going to be about him killing people, or is it going to be about the prison sentence and all that stuff? Because that is way more interesting.
I think it's going to be a sort of life and times, and I think it's going to take elements of all of it. It will probably start with him being getting urges and what. Well, no doubt it will start him being all normal and being oh yeah, happy life. and then it will start to show him like deteriorate, and then it will probably end with him dying. I imagine.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll show him killing somebody.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they can't resist that.
Whether they show him fucking a dead body, that'll be something.
That is the true question.
I do wonder if it's somewhere in Zac Efron's contract
that he can't do that.
That he can't be filmed fucking a dead body, simulated or not. You know, like.
Yeah, that could be a career killer.
Yeah.
Or a career maker.
I think his career's pretty made, isn't it? He's probably got a lot of money. He's got some.
I guess he was in.
Tell you what, him in Neighbours and Bad Neighbours or whatever it was, the one.
Yeah,
I thought he was good in that. I thought he was quite funny in both of those films.
Wasn't he in Baywatch too?
Yeah, I haven't seen the new one.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean he has a career, but not really like as a serious actor. You know, that's what I mean. By career maker.
He's done a few where he was trying to be serious, and I don't know.
That's right. I mean, I don't think it would. Is there anything that people have given him critical acclaim for?
Yeah,
you know, to where the public starts to view him as more of an actor rather than as a pretty boy who is acting.
Yeah,
and who has a good voice or something. You know what I mean.
Oh, sort of like when James Franco did 127 hours. Yeah, and that was like the breakout role. It was like, oh shit, this guy can act. To be honest, that film's sick. That film is so good.
I actually haven't seen it.
Have you not?
No.
Dude, you would think like the whole film pretty much being like one guy stood in the same position. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, for what, an hour and a half. Yeah, it's really good, really really good, and like it's so I don't know what the word, visceral. Mm-hmm. I know, like, because obviously like
wrenching.
Yeah. So like, have you seen like the first episode of Black Mirror? Where the Prime Minister has to fuck a pig.
Yes.
And like the way they shoot that is just so like, you know, awful. And then when he's throwing up at the end, you sort of you feel horrified by it.
People change their reactions from laughing to like
but
actually sort of.
Yeah, but it's just how like gross and just, as you said, gut wrenching it is. That's kind of like how 127 hours is when you see like his fucking mangled arm and then he has to cut it off and you're like, Jesus, like it's like hard to watch, you know.
The only thing I know about that movie
is an attack on the senses, you know?
The only thing I know about that movie is the part where he slices his nerve in order to cut his arm off, awful. And like the sound effect they use is basically screeching. Like an electric guitar. They've tuned up like 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, dude, like fuck me.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the question that everyone says is like, oh, do you reckon you could do it? And everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I think he fucking asked the guy initially like if he could do it, and he would probably have said no.
Yeah.
It's why it took him 5 fucking days of not eating and not drinking. I think the human body goes on to another level at that point. It goes on to just pure survival mode, you know. Like, there's a lot of things I wouldn't do, but if I was fucking starving and, you know, faced with death, I think.
All right. Career question.
Go on.
Would you play Ted Bundy? This is a would you rather.
Okay.
All right. So would you play Ted Bundy with, in the contract, you have to have simulated sex with a dead body? That's part of your career now, and it will forever be in stills and movies and all that. As Ted Bundy, you having sex with a dead body. Or...
So you don't actually have to fuck a dead body. It just...
No, of course not.
Yeah. Okay, right.
That's too far.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Hollywood's a weird place.
Like, yeah, apparently. Or you have to be in a comedy that's known as like one of the worst movies of all time, and it like tanks your career. So you have to choose one career tank.
If it's the worst comedy of all time, like...
But it's like so bad that it's not even
it's not like The Room.
No. No, like The Room is
cult status.
Yeah, bad, no, it's just like nobody even wants to even watch it.
Oh, this is
like you costed the production team like a bunch of money.
Yeah, this is like something called Home for Christmas or something.
Yeah, or like you know, pasta is the best meal of the day, or some horrible like or maybe even like a Hallmark romantic comedy that 10 people watch.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else to watch on TV, and you know what I mean.
Second first date or something. Yeah, like something shit. You know what? I would do the Ted Bundy thing.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon. Because I reckon Zac Efron might fuck a dead body.
Oh.
Simulate fuck a dead body. Sorry, we have to get that in. We don't want to get sued. But like, yeah.
Defaming Zac Efron.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Because I think as well, like, if you were like a method actor in any sort of way, then you could kind of. There'd be a lot of research that you could do to get into the role of Ted Bundy. And
Oh God! But that's the thing, is you also have to do all that research.
Oh yeah,
Ted
it's
Bundy.
grim. Oh, it's so grim. Well, so I was gonna write a piece about Jeffrey Dahmer, a while back. I ended up turning it into that thing where I said having an interest in serial killers doesn't make you one. So I get really pissed off when like someone mentions something to do with like serial killers or whatever, and people are like, oh, you're really creepy, and it's like, no, what they did is creepy. Like, knowing about it isn't creepy, I don't think.
Yeah. I do think there's a line.
Oh yeah, like if you were like obsessed with it, going on about it every time you met someone and stuff, then yeah, okay. But no, so I was like looking into Jeffrey Dahmer, obviously you know him, the Milwaukee based guy, like kept heads in his freezers. And all that. Yeah, dude. So I'm just on this random website like reading up on him, and they actually showed like the proper like crime scene photo of like the fridge, and I was like, nope, done. Like, I do not want to see that shit, dude. Like, it was fucking gross. Like, it proper, like, I don't know, it haunted me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I went to bed that night and I was like, oh Jesus, like, I can't. It's like something you can't fucking unsee. You know, like, yeah, grim, real grim. I don't know. So you said you do the shit comedy?
What?
Going back to your question.
Yeah, probably.
You do the shit comedy.
Yeah.
Second First Dates, starring Chase Miller.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not necessary. It's gonna, it's probably a hot chick involved too. It's not just me. But yeah, God, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I really wouldn't want the stain of having myself as an actor on video, having sex with a dead body. I really don't care enough about acting to like. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, yeah, but that's different. If you were
about the craft.
No, but if you were an actor, you would care about.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, as an actor, I put myself into the role of being an actor.
That's the thing, is I don't know what I would be like as an actor, so then I'm just
act
like as if I was
you'd
myself.
Probably be exactly the same, but really into acting.
Yeah.
You know?
Probably exactly. So then then I'd be thinking about like the. Do I want my entire career to always be associated with a single scene? Because I mean, Harry Potter has problems, but like,
but Harry Potter did a stage show where he was completely naked, and had to
But that's just being completely naked.
No, completely naked, and he had to like fucking like be something with a horse. It was like do with a horse.
Yeah, but. It's still a horse. It's not a dead body, and it's not a serial killer.
What about those guys from Deliverance? What? I mean, I can't remember who's actually in that film.
John Voight.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
Okay, cool. So, Deliverance, when the whole fucking squeal piggy squeal scene.
Yeah.
Did that ruin careers?
No. Well, do you know who fucked both of those guys?
I said I don't really know the film that well. I just know the school.
Well, you don't, like...
I said that's why I asked who's in it.
No, I mean, you don't know who's the ones boning the dead bodies, or boning the rafters. So, I mean, obviously their careers aren't that good.
Well, they might be really famous. That's why I'm asking who.
Well, if I don't know and you don't know and we both like movies, I doubt
no, but it's another genre. As I said, I haven't seen the film. So I just know about that scene because I know about it through parody. Like
yeah, well that's sort of what I'm saying is like about the scene. The scene is infamous, but the actors who did it are absolutely unknown, other than Burt Reynolds and John Voight.
But see, Zac Efron's known, so that's why I'm saying it's like if he was an unknown actor, you would be like, whoa, okay, that's brave. Like like if it was his first film. You'd be like, that is brave to, potentially simulate fuck a dead body. But I don't know. He sort of, I don't know. He's quite like an established star. I don't think if that happens, everyone's gonna go. Remember Zac Efron? If anything, I think High School Musical is gonna be more of a more of a thing on his CV, more of a stain on his CV.
Then the Ted Bundy movie. I mean, it just depends. Like if the movie's really great.
Dude, it comes out next month, I think.
Oh wow!
So we should go.
If it is really great,
we should go see it and then decide if it's gonna be a stain on his. I think it's next month.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it. I don't know. I would say it's less. It's more brave of him to do that now, for sure.
Do you reckon?
Yes. If he already has an established career.
But as you said,
and an established career in a certain...
But what's his identity at the moment? Is, as you said, pretty boy who's acting.
But like the movie that you choose to break outside the box is a movie about a serial killer in which we all know he had sex with dead bodies and did like really heinous things to women. So then I know it's not like you're literally associating yourself with him, but sort of, right? Like you're the guy that portrayed him in a movie which millions of people saw. More people than probably know that much about Ted Bundy in the first place. So, like, I don't know. That seems to me way more brave. Like, that could be a career killer if it's not very good.
Oh, yeah, if it's shit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If it's a bad film and they just throw something like that in there for shock value, then I think it's going to be like, oh,
so that's what I'm saying. It's like the actor that does that as his first movie, I think that's probably actually a good move. You know, because it's sort of an edgy movie. If it's good, if it's super good, then it's like, and it's really well done, where like all of the issues are sorted through with tremendous care and stuff like that. Then, yeah, that's a good career move. But yeah, I don't know. I probably would choose the Hallmark movie or the really bad comedy, just because if it's not watched enough. Then
okay, let's say it's like let's say it's super good, as in successful.
Which movie?
The comedy.
Okay.
It's super successful, but everyone's just a bit like, you're shit. You know, like loads of people go see it, but it's, you know, like
you mean it has a really great trailer and a bunch of people go see it.
Yeah, but then it's like shockingly bad,
and your performance in it is bad.
Yeah,
like
and
you have a really bad
like
couple months, and it's like
and everyone's like,
oh god,
everyone's like, yeah, this guy is like never gonna act again. You know, and then if you do, it's just gonna be a string of terrible movies.
And then like I guess your best movie would be like a 6.5 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not even that. Like a 4. Like maybe not even a 4. Like a 2. Like, see, that's the thing. I think this comes down to more of a question of like, would you be willing to take the risk? Because I think starring in a really shit film is a certified career killer. Whereas this Ted Bundy film could be really good, could be really bad. You
okay, so you're saying if okay, so I guess the distinction is okay, the Ted Bundy movie that you're in where you have sex with a dead body is amazing.
Well, okay, look. What's that film? Antichrist. You ever seen that with William Dafoe?
Who's it directed by? It's that weird like Danish dude, right?
Yeah, but like that film, if you've ever seen it, it's like there's a scene where the girl jerks him off and he comes blood. And it's like, you know, fucking like they're having sex and a baby falls out the window and it's like proper fucking intense shit going on. Did that kill William Dafoe's career?
No, but it's also not that well watched either. Like that director is quite obscure, so you can kind of get away with it. I do see what you mean. But this Ted Bundy movie, I assume, is going to gross close to $100 million. Maybe more if people get...
Do you reckon there's that many people?
Yeah. Dude, the Black Panther movie grossed... I know that's a huge Marvel movie, but
that's the biggest franchise in the world, Marvel.
But still, I mean, that is a testament to how many people still go to movies and like...
Yeah.
Maybe that's just ticket prices and how many people there are. But like, you know, there's... How many people go to the movies? That'd be really interesting to find out.
Well, worldwide? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, how many people, like, there are 7
to be honest,
million people
I
on
haven't
Earth.
I haven't been to a cinema. Oh, I don't think I've been to
You
cinema.
didn't see Star Wars in the cinema?
No, dude, I don't think I've been to a cinema since I moved to Liverpool.
Wow.
Like, honestly. Like,
we went to the Odeon to see Star Wars, and that was cool.
yeah, dude.
We went to it, like, a couple weeks afterwards, and, like, 6 people in the theater. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's, like, the best time to go.
I think maybe it's just, like, I don't know. A lot of my friends are in relationships, so when they go to cinema, it's with their girlfriends.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, me being a single guy, like, I don't want to go to a cinema and be like, ticket for one for this new blockbuster film and everyone's going to be there with their friend. Like, you know, when I watch a film, I like watching it with someone because then you can sort of talk about it afterwards,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Same.
That's part of film watching for me, you know?
Plus, you're a total weirdo if you go alone.
Exactly. Plus, you can't
Creepo.
get like an extra large popcorn if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas if there's someone next to you, even if you eat that amount of popcorn, the fact that there's someone next to you, you don't get judged.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And like the 45-ounce
Oh, dude,
soda.
it's exactly the same thing. It's like you can go to like a cafe by yourself, but if you went to like a really fancy restaurant by yourself,
Everybody hates you.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And why should that be? You're doing the exact same thing. You're eating food, you know. But it's like, oh no, it you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, it is very strange.
like I've gone to a pub by myself many a time, like, you know, just it's what it is.
Maybe it's just
But if I went to like a bar, like, or even some clubs don't allow you in if you're by yourself. You know, like it's
maybe it's just like a sign from society in general to stop being so alone.
yeah. Well, trust me, I'm working on it. But you know,
I don't mean it like that, but like, you know, I mean like a metaphysical sign from our culture. It's like, yeah, dude, you're going to a restaurant alone. Like, come on, can't you just go out on the street and ask somebody?
Jesus, they are so by shaming people.
I don't mean
by
don't
shaming
mean...
people from restaurants and cinemas. You're saying go talk to strangers in the street.
Yeah, try to make some friends.
Dude, I made friends.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain.
I made friends.
It
It just turns out all of them are in relationships. You know,
dude, I'm hanging out with you right now.
Yeah.
This wasn't
We're not
about,
gonna-
this wasn't about you either. I was talking about
yeah.
culture in general.
Well, let's go to the cinema right now.
No,
Exactly.
I'm not going with you.
Yeah, I know. So
I could just go with my girlfriend. It's like
exactly.
I was like,
That's the modern day life.
let's just, you know.
I don't want to.
Wait.
I don't want to spend money on you. I don't want you to spend your money in my vicinity. Yeah,
Yeah, I might have changed my mind on that. I guess if it changes to the Ted Bundy movie is amazing, then yes.
Then yeah,
If it's sort of good, but the like, I guess I guess what the would you rather is, the movie is known for that scene, you know, just like
Yeah.
Deliverance is known for the butt fucking scene.
Yeah.
See that block? It's amazing.
As I said, I think if I was an actor, you would probably be. It would probably do more for your like creativity to play a role that was
True.
quite intense and quite.
I just wouldn't really want to like explore that role, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but then I do get annoyed when like the Heath Ledger thing, when people are like, he got so into the role of the Joker, that's why he died, and I was like, no, the dude fucking messed up a little bit with some prescription meds, you know, like, I don't know, because then it was like when Jared Leto tried to play the Joker and he was like sending his co-stars like weird gifts and it was like, ooh, I am the Joker. It was like, shut up. Like, no, you're. You know what I mean? I found that shit cringy as fuck when I heard all this shit Jared Leto was doing.
Well, it's just
doing
like
on set.
musicians talking about their craft. It's like, God, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to know how you write songs.
Stop
Just make them be good.
Yeah, stop sucking your own dick, you know? Like,
Exactly.
It's I don't know. I really do think like people try and glamorize like the creative life a bit too much.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Like for real, it's like when I tell people that like I write, they're like, oh, that must be amazing. It's like, no, a lot of the time I'm just sat in my pants in my bed. You know, like it's really not that.
Your underpants?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Cause not my pants. Yeah. Blue jean pants.
Yeah, I mean, the creative life or whatever you want to call it, or writing or producing any kind of visual art or anything, it's actually really boring a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's like you're just like stuck alone by yourself.
That's the thing. Even filming a film must be really fucking boring at times. Like,
it has to.
Oh, dude, you spend like hours per day just like either getting makeup put on or like just standing by the side
especially
of the set,
like those actors that are like playing orcs or something.
Yeah, and they have
every day they have to get
there at like 3 a.m. Like.
Yeah, I remember watching that the Lord of the Rings in the extras, which is like a certification of nerddom, but like
the special edition 5 disc set.
They had like a lot of those interviews where they would go behind the scenes or something with Elijah Wood, and then it would just be the first like part of that whole interview is just completely dark because he's there at like 3:30 to get his little ears on.
Oh, I know.
Because they have to film the scene in the morning, so he has to be there like 5 hours early. It's like, God, dude, remember your lines.
I know, like...
That's what they forget about actors. Like, a bunch of that is just, like, showing up early and remembering all your lines a lot of the time. Which maybe they don't deserve $10 million a year to do that, but, you know.
Yeah, well, some of them get, like, fucking 30 million a film, don't they? Like, something crazy. God. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I think we were having this chat yesterday when we were in the cafe, like... I do think so much of it is so like self-indulgent and just being like, look at me do my thing, and then try and make it a bit more interesting than it actually is.
Yeah, and then that's like, I really like it. I mean, it's sort of, oh, that's cool. It's sort of pretentious when artists or writers say it, but it's like why would I explain to you how I work my craft? Doesn't like what I'm doing show you that? You know, like. Especially with painters and stuff. Like, why would you ask a painter what they're doing? It's like the whole point of a painting is to look at it, you know?
Yeah. To be honest, I honestly half the time don't give a shit how people do their things, you know? Like, like the technical side I find it interesting, you know, like how they shot certain scenes or how they edited it or whatever. I like that side. I think that's interesting because again, that's kind of like a skill you can learn. But when people get so like abstract about what they're doing, like how they prepare for it and all that stuff, then I'm just like, oh.
No, I mean, I agree. The technical stuff of like how you like what do you do to, or like how do you like phrase certain, especially in writing, like how do you make it so that like every sentence you're writing is exactly the way you want it? Do you just write, like, it's interesting to hear people's methods, like do you write like a ton and edit it back, or do you like sit there and think about it? That kind of stuff really interests me.
I'll be honest, writing for the internet is different to how I would normally write.
Right.
Because again, it's sort of it's what I learned quite a lot of when I was over in Dubai, was writing for the internet, because you have to. But again, that's working with like analytics and sort of seeing how long people would normally on an article before they click off, and you know, so it's like how you have to like grab someone's attention straight away. You know, like I think if I like how I write, I think is similar to how I speak, but I don't know. I if I'm trying to make a point, I'd definitely get other things out of the way first if I was speaking, you know? Because then you can sort of ramble on about whatever, but I think personally the way I write is I try to just get everything out to begin with. I'll just start writing, and then when I think I'm done, then I'll stop. Right. Then I'll go over it. Because I think if I like, I'll have a basic premise and a basic idea of where I want it to go. But again, this is when you're writing sort of daily content and, you know, little bits, little snippets here and there. Obviously, if I was writing a book or something like that, then I would, you know, put a bit more planning into it. But as I said, you know, there's many a time that I write something and then I read it back and I'm just like, nah, that's shit, scrap it. You know, like, which is kind of annoying, but I think you kind of need that self-criticism, because otherwise you're just gonna be uploading any old shit,
or just not doing anything at all.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, but no, I don't know. I think I just try and get everything out there, and then I sort of go through it afterwards and get it down and edit it and everything like that. And I see, but then if I was talking like, if I was talking like some of the actors or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I just get this explosion of inspiration, and I just need to project that onto the page, and then But
yeah, dude, it's weird. Like acting, for some reason, when people talk about acting, they talk about it like painters talk about painting. Like, if anything, I don't know. Like, that's what's so wrong about like visual arts and stuff, is like the whole thing has just been infused with like this pretentious nothing speak.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck are people talking about most of the time when you read like an art book?
Yeah.
Like, it's so convoluted and ridiculous.
Oh, dude. Well,
none of it makes sense. And it's all circular and stuff, and like the words aren't words that you would normally associate with certain words, and yeah, it's just like a maze of non-meaning that seems like it means something. But then like actors for some reason have decided to like kind of also use that type of speaking about their craft, and it's like, just don't talk about it. Like, if you're a good actor, we'll believe what you're doing.
Yeah.
Acting's very self-explanatory as far as its craft. Like if you believe that the actor is who they are, then they're generally doing a pretty good job.
Well, I think as well, if an actor's saying how they do such a good performance, I don't think they're actually thinking about it that way, because it's like, you can tell anyone the exact same methods that certain people use, just make them a better actor.
Yeah.
Like, they're still gonna be like as shit, even if they prepare for a role in the same way that Matthew McConaughey does, or like
I think he runs like 6 miles, smokes a joint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are my lines?
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I went to Goldsmiths for years and years.
Yeah, sure. You got a bunch of those types.
So much. Like the end of year shows. Oh my good God. Oh my good God. Some of the sentences that I heard people talk, like, just say, like, obviously I just went there for the free beers and whatever, but like,
believe me, dude, I also went to a liberal arts school in Western Washington. It's like,
oh my God, so
the
exactly
conversations you hear in coffee shops like make you want to blow your brains out on a daily basis.
Yeah, we used to have a Facebook page called Overheard at Goldsmiths, and oh my Christ, it was absolutely side splitting. It was so funny,
dude. I just sometimes like,
oh, actually no, that's a point, right? So I can't. Me and my friends used to have this real problem. Again, because of the sort of stigma that we got from going to Goldsmiths.
Mm-hmm.
I went there to do history. I wasn't there as an arts student or whatever. But like so when we went to club nights and we'd meet other people from other London universities, they'd always be like, they'd have this sort of like idea of what a Goldsmith student was like. And it didn't help, because Goldsmiths thought it would be a great idea to run this campaign like all over the London tubes, where it was like, it had a picture of someone, and then it was like, I want to find out the economic decisions of Stalin in 1945, but I also love scat jazz. I go to Goldsmiths. And it was like, oh my fucking God, like, you've just shot us in the fucking face here now. Like, where is our credibility gone? Like... And so me and my friends started like taking a piss out of that. It was like, I like a Sunday roast, but on a Monday I go to Goldsmiths. And it was just, oh God, it sort of seemed like they doubled down on being wankers.
Yeah.
Like, which there was just no escape from. If the people at the top are doing it, there was no escape.
Our students are eclectic.
Yeah.
Are you eclectic?
Oh, it was proper, like, I think that's the great thing about Goldsmiths as well. Like in the like rankings of universities in England, it's like between 40 and 60, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's good, but it's not like the best, like as an overall university.
Right.
For the arts, obviously, it's got 6 or 7 Turner Prize winners, and there's quite a good famous alumni from that. But the amount of people you would hear be like, yeah, you know, like, I think my English degree from Goldsmiths is going to mean more because it's from Goldsmiths. And it's like, no, I think one from, like, fucking Oxford or, like, or King's or UCL is going to be, like, probably more well received. Like, you're not gonna get, like, some guy at a job interview be like, oh, right, Goldsmiths, so they're probably really more creative than their marks would say, you know? Like... Yeah, it was a weird time. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Goldsmiths. Like it was a really good time. But yeah, I think if I went back there now, like at this age, and overheard some of the things I heard, I wouldn't have the time for it. You know, I think I was slightly caught up in all of it for a little bit. But
yeah, dude, it's just like meeting those kids at TVGBs. Like,
oh my god, yeah, dude, they were the worst.
And like. I don't know, dude. I remember thinking multiple times while I was there. I was just like, was I really this bad?
Yeah.
That age, like, please tell me I wasn't.
Oh, I know.
I want to think that I was, but there probably was enough about me that I would hate. But God,
yeah. I
guess they were like 18, so it's sort of forgivable.
Yeah, I mean, if I look back at my first year at university, I definitely knew I was a wanker. Like I even got called out by a few of my friends back in Suffolk. Like I went to London for a few months and suddenly I was like, I am so fucking cool. Like now I look back and go, oh Jesus Christ, you know?
Just another kid from London.
You know, I was just another kid from the countryside who was trying to be like the cliche London dream, you know? Like I live in such a wild city now, you know. Oh God, someone's calling you.
Oh, that's Callum.
Right. Well, I'll call an end to this now anyway. Cool, well, yeah, that was episode 4. Yeah. Sorry for the abrupt interruption there, but yeah, I think we're going to call an end to this. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, follow the Bickering Press on Facebook and Twitter. And yeah, we'll catch you soon, hopefully when my tooth is all better and I can actually speak properly. Alright, cheers guys.